I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. This weekend, we brace for a crucial matchup, which is expected to shake up an entire division. To get into position for a world title shot, this fighter has fought tooth and nail against the best the women's bantamweight division has to offer. And while getting into a #1 contenders match is sweet enough, if this fighter beats her heated rival to earn that shot at the belt, the victory would be even more satisfying. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. All right, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the octagon, so the wait is nearly over for this rivalry matchup here tonight. These fighters do not like each other. That is not breaking news. If you'd followed this fight during fight week, the bad blood getting up in each other's faces at the weigh-in, we'll see who emerges in this rivalry matchup here tonight.
This girl is such a well-rounded fighter. She has a full arsenal of techniques at her disposal, and because she's so well-rounded, you never really know what she's going to do. Excellent takedowns, but excellent striking as well. Very good submissions, very good submission defense. She literally can do it all.
Well, her future undeniably is in the UFC Hall of Fame. Her present is making the walk tonight. The former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, one of the biggest superstars this sport has ever seen. 9 career wins by submission, all of them by arm bar. More often than not, it is a quick night at the office for the wildly talented former Olympic judoka, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey was a bronze medalist in the Olympics in judo and has one of the best arm bars in the history of combat sports.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 16 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 133 pounds. Fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, live! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a judo fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 7 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Rowdy Ronda Rousey! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eva Lovell.
And we are underway. All right, so here we go with round 1 as we get this rivalry matchup underway. These fighters, of course, do not like each other. They have said they will try to just focus on their skills and letting their skills take over. Easier said than done, of course, when you're sharing the octagon with someone who you have such legitimate disdain for. That knee might have landed there.
Welcome to the jungle.
All right, here we go. First round is underway. You know about her jiu-jitsu game. She is a submission specialist, so you don't want to hang out on the feet here for too long. She's got to go for the early takedown. Let's see how quickly she tries to change up this one and get this fight down to the canvas.
Hip escape, gets out of the full mount. Now she's in full guard. Good control, postures up.
Fighters back to their feet here.
Big kick, but miss.
Oh! Another shot. Rousey gets the single leg takedown. Well played.
Beautifully executed sweep. She establishes full mount. There's a nice left hand.
Come on, let's
Good
go,
punch.
do something.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, outstanding technique by her to land that shot and finish the fight here in the first round. Sometimes when you catch a fighter cold before she's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a more pronounced effect. That is certainly the case in this fight here tonight. What a result, what a knockout.
There it is again. Great angle here. Boom!
And there she is after the huge knockout here tonight. What a moment for this fighter. You can't help but feel good for her here tonight. Let's get it to Bruce Buffer now. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 21 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout.
So the rivalry matchup goes her way here tonight. She can finally exhale. You see her celebrating with her coaches and her teammates. She wanted this one in the worst way, and she gets it. Nice way to take advantage of the spotlight here tonight.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. We've seen some of the top fighters in the world go from relatively unknown to some of the biggest names in the sport. There's a big difference between being a successful fighter in the UFC and being a star. But this fighter has clearly found the formula to be both, as several impressive wins in the octagon have seen her make her way up the women's bantamweight ladder and capture the imagination of fans eager to see her perform on the sport's biggest stage. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, she won an Olympic silver medal in freestyle wrestling back in 2004, went on to fight Ronda Rousey for the UFC Women's Bantamweight title, and she's been a relevant contender ever since. Here is the physically gifted and strong Sarah McMahon trying to get it done in what is another big spot for her here tonight.
This girl's wrestling is at a very high level. She has very good trips, very good throws, excellent control, and very good ground and pound as well. She is a real grappling specialist.
All right, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, really as well-rounded a mixed martial artist as we have in the UFC at present. Not going to wow you necessarily in any one area, but plus skills in every discipline of mixed martial arts, and a handful for anyone in this division just about anywhere the fight goes. With her skill set, she is comfortable anywhere in that octagon, a scary proposition for the rest of her fellow contenders.
This girl is such a well-rounded fighter. She has a full arsenal of techniques at her disposal, and because she's so well-rounded, you never really know what she's going to do. Excellent takedowns, but excellent striking as well. Very good submissions, very good submission defense. She literally can do it all.
All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 18 wins, 10 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Gaffney, South Carolina, Sarah McMahon. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 17 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 133 pounds. Fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, live. Now when the action begins, our referee in charge, Ian Loving.
You ready? You ready?
We are underway. All right, so here we go with the start of round 1. Sarah McMahon is ready to go, and the opponent knows what's coming. At some point, the takedown is coming. You got to do everything in your power to sprawl and brawl. Wow! Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Back up.
How about that shin?
That one hurt. Hard uppercut.
Oh, wow!
Oh, look at this. Who saw that coming?
Some real power shots here.
Nice head kick. Nasty combinations here. Nice takedown.
All right, hammer fist here by McMahon.
Good punch. Into side control again. Big punch from the bottom. Beautifully timed sweep and right into side control.
Oh, head kick blocked by Sarah McMahon.
Big left hand! This could be it right here.
Oh! Wow! Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Vicious uppercut lands on the button.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful shot by her there to end the fight. I'm not sure she could have drawn it up any better than it played out here tonight. She lands the seminal blow there midway through the round. I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. So, big, big knockout win for her here tonight.
Here it is one more time. Bam! Nighty night.
Well, that's a knockout they'll be talking about for quite some time. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 48 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout.
Well, she's got all the tools, Joe, and she's certainly put them to good use tonight as she gets the win and gets so with style points by way of the knockout. No judges needed for this one, and you can be sure her bankroll is going to be fatter on Monday morning. She'll probably get a bonus. At the very least, though, the celebration is on. You see there with her coaches and her teammates. Nothing better in all of pro sports than to win a mixed martial arts fight at the highest level. Congratulations.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. As a fighter's wins begin to add up, the pressure to maintain momentum becomes a major factor. Every fighter who competes in the octagon will tell you that she will take a win by any means possible. But as one of the UFC's top strikers, this women's bantamweight star is taking the judges out of the equation, as she has used fists and feet to finish each of her opponents during her winning streak by way of spectacular knockout. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. All right, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, really as well-rounded a mixed martial artist as we have in the UFC at present. Not going to wow you necessarily in any one area, but plus skills in every discipline of mixed martial arts, and a handful for anyone in this division just about anywhere the fight goes. With her skill set, she is comfortable anywhere in that octagon, a scary proposition for the rest of her fellow contenders.
This girl has amazing cardio and stamina. It is one of her best assets. She keeps a very fast pace, and you can literally see opponents start to wilt in the second and third round when they're being forced to try to keep up with her.
So we get another look tonight, Joe, at Alpha Cat Zingano. Back in 2015, of course, she challenged Ronda Rousey for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship. prevailing wisdom is if Kat Zingano can stay healthy, she can get back into a championship situation. That begins tonight here for Kat, Joe.
Kat Zingano has determination, heart, will, and some devastating knees and elbows to go along with it. Her striking is amongst the best in the world at 135 pounds.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 18 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 133 pounds. Fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, live. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 22 wins, 8 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, USA, Kat Zingano! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
We are underway. All right, here we go, early round 1. No denying the aggressiveness, the forward motion of Alpha Kat Zingano. Oh! Oh!
Oh, look at this! Who saw that coming?
Big elbow,
beautiful
there,
elbow. Nice takedown.
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
Moves in a half guard.
Splits the guard, connects with the punch there, Joe.
Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy, working for the choke here, trying to get that arm underneath the back of the neck. That choke looks locked up tight. Can't hold it. She's working from side control. Trying to pass here. Trying to spin to the back. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. Shoots in for the takedown.
Takedown attempt to score.
Tries to pass, but can't. Right back in a full guard. And now she's got full mount.
Joe, she's doing a nice job keeping busy here off of her back.
Excellent movement here on the ground. She's now back in full mount.
Oh, she landed that punch, Joe. Consistently finding a home for that left punch.
Big punch from the top.
Oh, she connected flush. Beautifully placed hammer fist there.
Oh, this fight's close to being stopped.
Under 3.
That is
Do you
incredible!
believe it?
Got the full mount and dropped some vicious bombs from the top for the KO.
Yeah, Joe, she might have the best ground and pound game in this entire division. It was certainly on full display here tonight. And it's one thing when you're trying to score on the ground and bide some time a little bit. She was trying to finish this result, literally trying to knock her opponent's head through the canvas. And ultimately, she gets the desired result here tonight, and maybe a $50,000 performance bonus will follow.
Here it is one more time. Right on the button.
And there she is after the huge knockout victory here tonight. What a moment for this young fighter. You got to feel pretty good for her, Joe. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 4 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout live.
Well, she's got all the tools, Joe, and she certainly put them to good use tonight as she gets the win and gets so with style points by way of the knockout. No judges needed for this one, and you can be sure her bankroll is going to be fatter on Monday morning. She'll probably get a bonus. At the very least, though, the celebration is on. You see there with her coaches and her teammates. Nothing better in all of pro sports than to win a mixed martial arts fight at the highest level. Congratulations. Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, as she makes the walk here tonight, she's probably thinking right now, how do I get this opponent to the mat? Because if I can get through the takedown defense, I don't think she's getting up for the duration of the round. Her top game is scary good. And when you can control a fighter like that in a fight, you can sap their willpower and their gas tank. You better be able to stop her shot tonight. If not, it can make for a short night at the office.
This girl is one of the most frightening kickers in this division. Ruthless knockout power in her legs. She kicks fast, she kicks hard, and she has a full arsenal of kicking technique to rely upon. When they land with devastating impact.
Well, for a long time, she has been one of the best 135-pounders in the world, and now tonight, her biggest opportunity to date to prove it. Title eliminator. She wins tonight. She has been guaranteed a shot at the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship. Division relatively wide open. She doesn't believe that way. She feels like she is the best, and there is a long line between her and the rest tonight. Her opportunity to prove it in front of her biggest audience to date.
This girl's a very well-rounded fighter. Now, some fighters, they have a specialty, and if they're taken out of that specialty, they lose a lot of their effectiveness. Not so with her. She is equally good on the ground as she is standing up.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 23 wins, 14 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, USA! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 19 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 133 pounds. Fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, live! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready.
Here we go. All right, so here we go, early round 1 with her winning streak in tow. She has now arrived at her first title eliminator. She has never competed in a #1 contender fight in the UFC. She has worked hard to get here, and now the focus, don't throw it all away. If she can win this fight tonight, she has been guaranteed a shot at the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship. So she understands there's pressure on her tonight. She likes the pressure.
Oh, look at this! Who saw that coming? This could be it right here. Oh, big elbow. This is crazy. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the jab followed by the right hand. Oh, big elbow.
Beautiful hook.
Whoa.
This could be it. Oh, she tagged her. She tagged her again. She hurt her. She might. Oh, another one. Oh, beautiful hook. Good defense there.
How about that shin? Oh, she gets caught again by another hook. She's connected on several in this round. Gotta get those hands up.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Beautiful timing with the left hand.
Lands a big right hand there.
Right hand. Oh!
Davis's lower jump.
She got tagged again. She's hurt. This could be it right here.
Oh! Another knockdown!
Big punches here. Oh, that's
Do
it.
you believe it?
knockout.
Absolutely, Joe, a tremendous kick, and when her career is said and done, this might be the highlight that everybody is talking about as she ends her opponent's night with as many style points as you could want. She catches her flush, full force, full extension. You gotta think she's getting a performance bonus for that one.
Let's take a look at that again. Check out this angle here. Boom!
Well, there she is. Man, did she have it going here tonight as she gets the huge win by knockout. Near perfect execution, and that could be one of the better knockouts of the year. The official decision is in. We said it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
At 1 minute, 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout.
Well, there are few greater highs in all of professional sports than to have your hand raised inside that octagon, but she took it a step further tonight. Massive knockout victory. No TKO here. This was a flush KO. She's probably getting some bonus money. One thing I can guarantee you, she is getting a massive, high-profile opportunity next. Congratulations as the celebration continues following the big KO tonight.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It's an old fight game adage that fans love nothing more than a knockout. If that's the case, then they will love this women's bantamweight banger, who was celebrated today for delivering the most knockouts in UFC history. A record achieved thanks to her devastating prowess in the octagon with her fists, feet, elbows, and knees. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Fighters fight for many different reasons. Some do it for the fame, Others do it for the money. Eventually, all of that fades away. Yet going down in the history books as a UFC champion is something no one can ever take. It's proof that for a moment in time, out of all the fighters in your weight class, you were the best in the world. It's the culmination of all your hard work, the fulfillment of a dream. Tonight is your chance to take that gold belt and hear Bruce Buffer say, "And new." That kind of glory lasts forever.
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Division title. So here she is making the walk to the octagon for her first UFC championship fight. She has certainly taken out a who's who of bantamweight contenders, and now the final woman in line is the incumbent bantamweight champion of the world. A lot of people, Joe, believe her style matches up well with the champion. Your thoughts on what she brings to the table here?
As she makes her way to the octagon right now, her preparation has been perfect. She is in fantastic shape, she is focused, she is motivated, and she believes she will leave this cage tonight as the new champion of the world.
Well, this belt has changed hands quite a bit, but not since it's been held down by this young woman, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world. She has really set the standard for excellence at 135 pounds. Tonight, though, facing a #1 contender that comes in with a lot of momentum. So if she can defend the belt yet again here tonight, it would really go a long way in stamping her legacy as one of the greatest bantamweight fighters and champions of all time.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated, and determined to step in here and put on a championship-level performance and retain her title.
All right, now let's get you the tail of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
The main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 20 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 133 pounds. Fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, presenting the challenger live. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 18 wins or losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourself.
We go, UFC Women's Bantamweight title is on the line. Well, you can feel the tension in the building. Here we go, early round one of this UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship fight for the champion, the Well, you know she's got a crowd-pleasing style, but the fan engagement has really been a big part of the narrative for her leading up to this fight. She's been all over social media. She's been trending. Her followers and her impressions have gone through the roof. Now tonight, she's got to follow it up with another big performance. Her coaches think she will do exactly that tonight. Nunes gets tagged by the head kick there. Not sure how many more of those she can absorb if she wants to stay in this fight. Whoa!
Big punches here.
Nunes gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense.
Hammer fist. That's it. She's out. Oh, wow.
Wow.
What a knockout. Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, how about the knockout there? Beautiful technique to land the fight-ending shot. And again, we're a broken record when it comes to this, but sometimes when you catch a fighter cold, maybe before she's had a chance to get herself into the fight, that strike can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
Here we see it from another angle. Check it out again. Boom.
Well, that knockout win is useful for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World. She lit up this arena here tonight, and you can be sure the celebration is on and will continue deep into the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 3 seconds of the very first round. Declared the winner by knockout and undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World.
All right, congratulations to the fighter and to her team as she becomes a new UFC Champion of the World here tonight. And she saved her best performance for last, and I probably shouldn't say last, because she'll want to turn around and defend this title in short order. But tonight, the celebration is on as she becomes a UFC champion for the first time.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and it's time for your UFC Minute. The MMA world is buzzing about that incredible performance this past weekend in the main event. It was a night to remember for the mixed martial artist whose story has captured the imagination of fans around the globe as she fought the fight of her life when it mattered the most. When the dust settled, Bruce Buffer said, and knew. And she was crowned UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World thanks to a memorable performance. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Division title. Well, this is a belt that has changed hands quite a bit, and this #1 bantamweight contender believes it will again here tonight as she makes the walk for this title fight. She believes this title shot should have come earlier. She's not caught up in all that now, hasn't been during fight week. She's focused on the champion, and you see her staring her down right now. Crowd going crazy. She believes she is the best bantamweight in the world and believes in a matter of moments here, she will be the new champion.
Kat Zingano has determination, heart, will, and some devastating knees and elbows to go along with it. Her striking is amongst the best in the world at 135 pounds.
Well, the stakes can't get higher than this. It is the Women's Bantamweight Championship fight here, sold-out crowd, and all eyes, of course, are on the champion. She won the belt to become the new champion. Now her first title defense. Now the question beckons. Is she good enough to hold on to this belt and take on all comers and take on #1 contender types one after the next? First title defense here and now. We'll see how it goes for the #1 135-pound woman in the world.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated, and determined to step in here and put on a championship-level performance and retain her title.
All right, now let's get you the tail of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the O2 Arena in London, England. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 25 wins, 11 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, presenting the challenger, Alpha Kat Zingano. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 21 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 133 pounds. Fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, live.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
I am very fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming. The fans have been anticipating this for a long time, and it is gonna go down right now.
Here we go. All right, here we go with this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. Round 1 of a possible 5 is underway. The champion trying to defend the title for the first time. She took the belt away earlier this year, and now her focus on being the longest reigning Bantamweight champion in UFC history. We saw recently this belt change hands quite a bit. She says, now that I have it, I'm not giving it up. We'll see if she can get off to a good start tonight. Both fighters back to their feet now. All right, round 1 is underway. Most anticipated fight here. And how about the power in her leg kicks, her body kicks? She'll go to the head as well. Certainly something her opponent has got to be mindful of here as this fight gets started tonight. Oh, huge block for her, Joe.
Big punches. She tagged her.
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Oh, good left hand.
Well, you got to try to stay busy off of your back. She's doing it here. Nice punch.
She gets into full guard here.
Oh, and with urgency, she is back up again. Well, she left her body wide open, Joe, and as such, she paid for it there. Beautifully placed and landed kick to the body. Let's see if she makes the adjustments here defensively to avoid absorbing any more kicks to the body. Trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
And back up again.
Going for the takedown here, Joe. She gets it.
Oh, look at that. Full back mount here. Oh, this is nasty. She's working from half guard. She's in full mount again. Hard left. Good control, posture's up. Big shot.
Under 3 minutes remain in round one.
Excellent punch. Oh, beautiful, beautiful right hand by the champion. Good shot to the head.
We might get a stoppage here soon. And really starting to make these shots count.
That's it, she's out. Oh, wow. What a knockout. Big ground and pound KO.
Yeah, Joe, she might have the best ground and pound game in this entire division. It was certainly on full display here tonight. And it's one thing when you're trying to score on the ground and bide some time a little bit. She was trying to finish this result, literally trying to knock her opponent's head through the canvas. And ultimately, she gets the desired result here tonight, and maybe a $50,000 performance bonus will follow.
And here we see it one more time. Look at the timing in this shot. Boom! Out cold.
Well, that knockout win is useful for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World. She lit up this arena here tonight, and you can be sure the celebration is on and will continue deep into the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 30 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World.
And still UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, and she certainly got it done in a major weight tonight. Another one for the highlight reel as she defends the belt with a knockout of the #1 contender. And it's always nice to see the sportsmanship after the fight, but also nice to see the embrace with coach and pupil, and to see the celebration in that corner after a big result like this. It was a long build up to this title fight, a long training camp, but in the end, she gets her hand raised yet again. Congratulations to the undisputed Queen of the 135ers. right, coming up next, it is our main event, a matchup for the UFC Women's Bantamweight title. All right, so here she is, the UFC featherweight champion, Chris Cyborg, and it really feels good to say her and introduce her that way. Preceding her title, preceding her name with UFC champion. It was the only belt that had eluded her for quite some time, and most people believe with every skill in the book, she is the most well-rounded and complete women's mixed martial arts athlete of all time. Tonight, let's see if she can defend the belt.
As she makes her way to the octagon right now, her preparation has been perfect. She is in fantastic shape, she is focused, she is motivated, and she believes she will leave this cage tonight as the new champion of the world.
So here she is, the undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight champion. How about the confidence as she makes the walk here tonight? She wants to get in there, take care of business, and go eat some buffalo wings in the back. She's been the best 135er in the world now for some time. Another title defense, what's in front of her. She doesn't try to make the moment too big. And even though the challenger has a lot of momentum here tonight, she knows she's the hunted for a reason and is looking to prove that she is still the best in the world at 135.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated, and determined to step in here and put on a championship level performance and retain her title.
All right, now let's get you the tail of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 36 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, USA, presenting the challenger, Christian Cyborg Justino. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 22 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 133 pounds. Fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, live.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
All right, here we go with this championship fight. Will we crown a new UFC Women's Bantamweight champion tonight? Let's find out. All right, so here we go with round 1 of this UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. This is the fight that fans really wanted to see. The consensus top 2 135ers in the world. The champion doesn't necessarily see it that way. She believes she is a level up. She has defended the title in the past. That is a great source of confidence for her as she tries to remain the hunted here at 135 pounds. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. All right, first round is underway now, and you got to watch out for her powerful...
Oh, look at that.
Huge elbow
Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, outstanding technique by her to land that shot and finish the fight here in the first round. Sometimes when you catch a fighter cold before she's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a more pronounced effect. That is certainly the case in this fight here tonight. What a result, what a knockout.
Let's take a look at that again. Here it is one more time. Boom! And that is all she wrote.
Well, that knockout win is useful for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World. She lit up this arena here tonight, and you can be sure the celebration is on and will continue deep into the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 49 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World.
And still UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, and she certainly got it done in a major way tonight. Another one for the highlight reel as she defends the belt with a knockout of the #1 contender. And it's always nice to see the sportsmanship after the fight, but also nice to see the embrace with coach and pupil, and to see the celebration in that corner after a big result like this. It was a long build up to this title fight, a long training camp, but in the end, she gets her hand raised yet again. Congratulations to the undisputed Queen of the 135ers.